going on there in the land of YouTube? What's going on the tube? You know, say we will look back on these days and be like, do you remember when we used to meet on YouTube? Do you remember that? Everybody hit the number 1 button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? What's going on in the land of YouTube? What's going on out there in YouTube land? What's going on? Where you guys at? I can't see any of the comments yet. I'm waiting. Let me see. All messages are visible. I'm also, it's, what'd she say? It's sad Dan trolls. Aww. Listen, Gloria, listen. And at the end of the day, Gloria, as annoying as these trolls are, and how, what a blah, 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 we've had to live through because these ridiculous trolls, right? At the end of the day, they only help us, you know? At the end of the day, because listen, there are people coming over. Les Paul, what's going on, Playboy? What's going on, Les Paul? What's going on? What's going on, Playboys? What's going on? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Walderoni is so wrong. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? So, just remember how we're looking today. I haven't even checked the hair yet. Okay, the hair's okay. Where is Waldo? Where's Walderino? Where's the Waldo? Sorry. Hey, did you guys see that McAllister audit? Oh my God. It's at the 2 hour and 15 minute mark when it really starts. But if you guys go back and you watch, Gloria, don't let the trolls get you down. Don't let them do it. So listen, I'm hitting this hill. Remember this hill right here? There's a big hill. There's a big hill right there, okay? There's a big hill right there. So there's a big hill right here. This Wi-Fi is gonna go out. It's gonna be out for about 30 seconds. So everybody get ready. So this hill right here that I'm going up, this hill right here, this one, this hill right here, thank you, Valerie. This hill, the Wi-Fi is gonna go out up here. It's gonna go out for about 30 seconds. We know this. We know this hill. We know this hill. We know it. So this Wi-Fi is gonna go out for 30 seconds. There it is. What's up, Playboy? There it is. There it is. What's up? I'm back. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Listen, I love it. Listen, I read the comments. You guys are killing the trolls in comments. They don't have a rebuttal. All they do is go in and say hatred and, oh, well, he's bad. And then you guys are killing them. You guys are killing those trolls in the comments, and I want to say thank you. Good fellas, V Boyer, what's going on? What's going on, V Boyer? Scrubzilla, JMM, Jonathan Mitchell Music is in the hizzy. What's going on, Playboy? Did you guys see? Now listen. You know how they say I'm a narcissist? They'll call me a narcissist. They'll say, you're a narcissist. And then I'm like, oh man, I gotta quit now. You called me a narcissist. You shouldn't have done that. If you hadn't called me a narcissist, I wouldn't have want to given up. But since you called me a narcissist, now I want to quit. I just want to give up doing what I'm doing because you called me a narcissist. You are exhibiting all of narcissist patterns. Okay, cool. What are you doing here then? Take you and your candy ass and head on out the door. So listen, did you guys see the audit yesterday though? The audit? I actually cut it out. I don't watch my own work back, but I was with my buddy Tim last night after all that. And big shout out to my buddy Jim in the Midwest. Thanks for your support and passion. This guy Jim is as passionate as you folks here. He's a man. This guy, I'll tell you, and throw some prayers up for Jim. He's still got that freaking COVID. He's still got COVID. So if you would please, if you could throw some prayers up for my buddy Jim. He's battling COVID right now, and so my prayers go up to Jim. I hope he's all right. So if everybody would, prayers for Jim. Appreciate you, Jim. And so the exciting part was that yesterday there was an audit that I went into the McAllister Police Department and I audited those people there. Rumble, what's going on? How you doing, Rumble? Jim, Rumble throws up some prayers for you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yep. COVID's on the rise is what a nurse just said. So, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where is Senor Waldo? Where's the Waldo-roni? So, did you guys see the audit yesterday? You guys, everybody hit the like button. I know I always forget to say this. Make sure that you're subscribed. Everybody subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. You see the like button up there? Take your finger and just reach over and hit the like button. Thanks for the super chat, Valerie. I appreciate it. Sorry, I get my OCD and ADHD and all of the things that make us unique. And then I just kind of, everybody hit the like button. Still only 39 likes. There's 150 people here. Everybody hit the like button. There's at least 100 people in here that would be willing to hit the like button. So you just have to pull your hands out of the sink as you're listening in the background. Take your computer, switch the screen over real quick to the other window and hit the like button. As you're listening to something else, hit the like button. It just take a second. And then, you know, I'll tell you though, and I'm sorry I got distracted, but I was thinking about my buddy Jim, and I wanted to say hello to a few people. Valerie, nice to see you. Good to see you, Steve. Nice to see everybody. And I wanted to just talk about something a little bit. That audit yesterday. Oh my God. That audit yesterday was honestly, you know, they said, I was talking earlier, they said they called me a narcissist, and I'm like, you know, not really, you know, it's not really true. I watched that audit back last night at 2 hours and 15 minutes. Dude, that was the best audit I think I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done a better audit, because, you know, I had one F-bomb in there, and I had a little bit of maybe too much anger at one point for the person who was supposed to be protecting my civil rights. I showed a little bit too much anger for that person who their job is to protect my civil liberties, you know. But that audit yesterday at 2 hours and 15 minutes on the Humble, Texas one, man, I didn't plan on doing an audit, but I hate pigs. Hello, chat. I hate pigs. I hate pigs is here. Michelle, Mandy, what's going on? Jonathan Mitchell music. Jonathan Mitchell music. Hagler's in the house, throwing punches, putting people in timeout. What's going on? Coke Dogged Dog. Sammy, what's going on? Alan, how are you, dude? Good to see you, Alan. Sorry about that. Let me like that. There you go, Alan. I fixed that for you, buddy. I fixed that for Alan Hubs. There you go, Alan. Let's go, Playboy. Let's get into it. Okay, so I was gonna go over a couple things. I've got something on Monday morning. So on Monday morning, this coming Monday morning, there's something I have coming up. I can't say what it is yet, but it'll be about 8 o'clock in the morning, Texas time. So that'll be 8 a.m. Texas time on Monday. So make sure everybody knows that. Kent Freeman, what's going on? Kent's in the house, everybody. Kent, we are trucking along, you know, working. Kent, it never stops. You know that. You know that. Golden State fan, everybody hit the like button. We're at 175 people with 71 likes. So we have more like than hate. So let's get that. If we're at 180 people now, so now we should be at 90 likes, because we have at least half the room here. I do actually like you, you know. You know what I'm saying? So 186, so now we're just trucking right along here. Your surprises. Alan, what's going on, dog? Alan Hubs. Alan and I share text messages back and forth. You should see the things that Alan gets himself into. It's he's a fighter for sure. He's not going to back down. You know, he is not going to back down. That man is not going to back down. Okie dokie. So, but did you guys see the audit yesterday at 2 hours and 15 minutes? Did you guys see that? I mean, that audit yesterday, because you could start it at 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's when Sergeant Orr comes out. But Sergeant Orr, he wasn't really ready. And did you guys see how absolutely afraid of me he was? You know, and that's when people say more training, they train those guys and those women to say that they are afraid of us. And so you could see it yesterday that they act like they're afraid of us. I mean, that cop yesterday he backed away from me because I watched that audit back. I typically don't watch back my stuff. I just don't do it. And so I watched back that audit. Vicious. I mean, vicious. And every time I came anywhere near him, at one point he even flinched. I had to watch it back on slow-mo to see if he flinched, and he actually flinched. I just could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. You know? Jaffo, you have made the permanently blocked list, brother. So I'm glad you came by. Sorry you came by to troll every time, but our time together has passed. So create another account, dude, and then you can do it again. But so it's like that. When you say more training, what you're saying is teach them more to be afraid of us. That's what they're saying, is to teach them to be scared of us. And we saw that yesterday. And by the way, that literally is probably my favorite audit that I've ever done. I have never seen an audit that I did. I did curse a little bit. I'm trying to get it perfectly PC, but I don't think you can. I mean, think about this, you know. William Lloyd Garrison wrote the Liberator publication from 1835 to 1865 for 30 years. He never missed a publication for 35 years. 1930 to 1965, for 35 years, William Lloyd Garrison never missed a publication of the Liberator newspaper. And if you're not familiar with the Liberator newspaper was widely regarded as the first black newspaper. But his commitment and undying devotion to ensuring that slavery would be abolished in his lifetime, he saw through the publication of that newspaper every single week for 35 years. I'm pretty sure it was 35. My dyslexia can mess with me. 30. Okay, 30. Let's say he only did it 30 years. And then the last publication of the Liberator came out, I believe it was December 12th, 1865. Pretty sure. I think that was the date. Because, so now let's talk about William Lloyd Garrison a little bit. William Lloyd Garrison was on a mission. He said, I'm on a mission, and I don't give a damn if you like me. I don't care if people love me, if they hate me, if they want to kill me. William Lloyd Garrison said aloud, I don't care. As a matter of fact, he went to an abolitionist meeting, right? William Lloyd Garrison did, and he was one of the speakers at the abolitionist meeting because obviously he'd been running the Liberator. And he said at that meeting, if slavery is not abolished, you can burn the Constitution to dust. That's what he said. And the people within the meeting who were also abolitionists that were like diehard, like abolition, let's get rid of slavery. And they're just chanting what Charles de Montesquieu wrote in his book, Checks and Balances. But Charles de Montesquieu doesn't get the credit for his mantra was in slavery. Our founding philosophy, Montesquieu's founding philosophy that created the checks and balances system of the United States government was based on Montesquieu's philosophy that all men are created equal and that slavery is an abomination on earth. This is Montesquieu's words. So William Lloyd Garrison had the same undying devotion to getting rid of slavery. So he goes to the abolitionist movement. He says in front of them, in front of all these people who are American, right? And he says to them, you can burn the Constitution to dust as long as we have slavery in this country. I do not support the Constitution. And just so you know, back then, it wasn't a real popular thing to say. The people on all political sides, white people, they all were like, no, we love America, love the Constitution, America. And William Lloyd Garrison, at that abolitionist meeting, they all privately tried to kick him out, but the problem was he was the engine. He was the engine with John Brown and Frederick Douglass. So you go back into history and you take a look at the people who changed the world. Let me just tell you something. John F. Kennedy was loved by the people, hated by the government, hated The government hated him. Left, right, center, they hated him. Martin Luther King Jr. was hated. He was hated. Everybody celebrates Martin Luther King Jr. today. He was hated. They hated his guts. William Lloyd Garrison, who led the abolitionist movement, his publication was key. Just so you know, Harriet Tubman, on the day that William Lloyd Garrison died, he's one of the few people who died of old age. William Lloyd Garrison is, which is incredible, because most people who change history don't live to enjoy what they did. They die. So this is just a pretty common fact through history. So William Lloyd Garrison, when he died of old age, Harriet Tubman held a moment of silence for all black churches across America. I mean, you got to think about that for a moment. Think about that. Every black church in America, the day that when William Lloyd Garrison died, they all held a moment of silence for this man. And the black people did not celebrate white people. They didn't, of course not. Why would they? They had seen just the worst of humanity. The point is, though, William Lloyd Garrison had so many trolls. It was incredible. He had people. So just so you know, back then, William Lloyd Garrison's time, let's talk specifically 1830 to 1865. At that time, when you were a public figure, the way it worked was there was no, YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. There was none of those things. So the way it worked was that the publisher, there was a publisher in every different little city where there could be a press. And so anytime you could press a paper and then put that paper out, that was the only form of enjoyment that intelligent people, or educated people, I'll say that instead, educated people could enjoy, was reading. And so back then, when William Lloyd Garrison, I want to say it's going to be, I'm not going to guess the meeting or the year. I just remember reading this. And so William Lloyd Garrison, when he says that, what happens is, the way that you spread political power back then is you would have a minion or someone who had a cousin that had a press in Pennsylvania or in one of the 13, one of the states, I guess, because we're taking territory here in the 1830s, 1840s, 1860s, right? So we're still acquiring territories, and so what you would do is you would have someone write a publication about you. If you were going to run for governor in Louisiana Purchase 1803. So if you're gonna run for governor in Louisiana, then you would have people in every different little part of that write something about you and put the publication out. Now you're going to see a different kind of journalism is going to start right around Grover Cleveland, 1888, 1892, 1884. Yeah, because he's going to win in 1885. So Grover Cleveland, you're going to see a different kind of politicking then. So this is the exact same time period we're talking about with William Lloyd Garrison. So what happens around then, 1888, 1892, you're talking about people writing publications about you that are either positive or negative. And so when William Lloyd Garrison said at that meeting, you can burn the Constitution to dust as long as we have slavery, then what happened is all around the country, I leave the meeting and I'm offended that he would say burn the Constitution. So then I go back to New York and I tell my man, hey, write a publication about William Lloyd Garrison and say what an asshole he is. And so they smeared the man's name. He was known as a radical, as an outlier. How do we talk about William Lloyd Garrison today? We celebrate him. William Lloyd Garrison is the name of a theater in Los Angeles. like William Lloyd Garrison goes down in history as a man who changed this country, who said, I will not stand by and watch the evil of men go unchecked by good men. That's what William Lloyd Garrison did. And he was hated for it. He was hated. So, so when you talk about trolls and people who are nonsense, remember that they never erected a statue or a monument to a critic. But today we're talking about William Lloyd Garrison, who was hated. We're talking about Martin Luther King Jr., who was hated. We're talking about John F. Kennedy, who was hated by the government. The people loved JFK, but the government hated him, hated his guts. You can go all the way back through time. You know, Abraham Lincoln, you may think of Abraham Lincoln as the great emancipator, or however you see Lincoln. But if you truly study Lincoln, you will find out Lincoln was a dick. He was a dick. Lincoln was an unwavering dick. He was a politician, but he had to be hard. He had to be really hard, you know. So, you know, I always say to people, and this is a dirty joke, so if you don't like a dirty joke, then you won't like the joke, and I don't care. What does it take to make a beautiful baby? Do you know what it takes? What does it take to make a beautiful baby? A hard dick, traditionally. Right? That's what it takes. You gotta get up. I mean, I hate to go down the road of that analogy, but you gotta stand up for the fight. You gotta get hard, you know, and it works still. But I'm just saying, you know, without going down that road with your filthy, dirty mind, American. American. So you know, and remember, you know, I'm running for governor, right? So what does that mean? The biggest problem when you run for a governor of any state is name recognition. Does anybody know who you are? And then once they know who you are, they can find out everything about you. And so far, there's been nothing to find out about me other than I've been on mission and I've never deviated. So there it is. And that was just a talk about, you know, and I want to get the correct term, but it's. I looked it up the other day, and I wanted to call it the intrinsic minority, but it's something different than that. I think it is. I think that it is. So, yeah, because, you know, yep. Hit the number 1 button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Hit the like button if you would, pretty please. Just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Just hit it. Just take your finger and hit the like button, and let me know where you guys are watching from. Jeff, what's going on, Jeff? How are you? Good to see you. I don't know anybody in the room. I haven't been looking. I just been talking out loud here. Just Dan, what's going on? Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Top Rock Daisy, what's going on? Goodfellas Tampa, what's going on? Javon, Kim, how are you doing? Tom Shackelford, what's going on? Good to see you. Robert, nice to see you. 419, how are you doing? Mike, NBR Radio. Yeah, hey, Mike, is that call in tonight or is that tomorrow? Because I can call in later. I just haven't, man, we keep missing each other. It's frustrating. Oh, Robert got timed out, man. I'm so sorry to see that. What's going on? What's going on? Jan and Key West, what's going on? BMX, how are you doing, partner? This guy next to me is just driving like a hard-on. Just let him drive. I mean, this guy's driving like a hard-on. You have no idea. And he's got a trailer in the back and the whole thing, driving like an idiot. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. What's going on, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? Training like a hard, training super hard, you know. In the chat, what's going on, Mad Mark UK? Limp Willie, huh? Corey, what's going on? Gene Anthony, how you doing? You hit the like button? Did everybody hit the like button? There's 260 people in here. There's 260 people. There's a rogue moderator. Who's the rogue moderator, unknown? Who's the rogue moderator? Never seen you in here before, unknown, so I don't know who the rogue moderator is. I think, hopefully, actually, I'm hoping to see Knight Rider. Has anybody seen Knight Rider? I was hoping to see Knight Rider in here. You know, I don't know yet because I have to spend, I'm going to have to be in California for a little while longer to be able to take the state bar. Alpha male Chille, huh? Alpha male Chille. BMX, what happened? BMX, you got timed out by Golden State. Did you mean to do that, Golden State? We're not blocking people anymore. Yes, tonight at 10 p.m. Mike, what time is that? So it's right now it's 4:45 my time, Mike. What time is it? What time is it where you are? Yeah, we have to get to executive power. We have to get to executive. What's up, Freedom Fighter, Mr. Wilson? I got a lane corrector thing here, guys. So, Mr. Wilson, I do appreciate you saying that to me. But I have on my cruise control that sets my speed and my gas, and I got on a lane corrector, which keeps me in the lanes. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? There's all those good things. There's all those good things. There's all those good things. You got timed out for a question, Charlie. Charlie, first time I've ever seen you in here. So you got timed out probably because you were being a jerk, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I have the moderators, the moderators are friends of mine, and I've gone through a lot of vetting, and I go check the block list, and the moderators can only block out my people, and I check them every day. So there's no rogue moderators in here that I know of, you know. So I don't know what you said, Mr. Wilson. First time I've seen you in here too. I pretty much, you know, I say it all the time. I don't have a photographic memory, but pretty close. And I make mistakes. You know, I make some 5:45 now where you are, Mike. So 10 o'clock. So that's so it's gonna be 4 hours till 10 o'clock for you. So that's 9 p.m. my time, Mike. Do you want me to call in? Jeff, what's the question about Christy? I don't know what question you're asking. I'm not sure what question you are asking about Christy. So, what question is that? Crypto Crackhead, I haven't seen you a lot in here, so I don't really know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Anybody who comes in here and supports me and what I'm doing, they know that this talk right here isn't going to alienate them from my friendship. It's just not how it works, dude. You know, I build up people through the messaging and through the things that I do. And if it's as fickle as I didn't answer someone's question and they're not going to be my friend anymore, well, then they weren't my friend to begin with. So, Crypto, you just got the wrong kind of ideology, bro. You have the wrong perspective. That's just not how it is. You know, I can't read every question and drive. I don't have an update on Christy. I'm not sure what's going on with her. You know. So, well, Crypto Crackhead, if I don't answer someone's question, you know, they don't go, oh, wow, I'm never going to talk to Chille again. I don't like what he's doing. If you didn't see the audit yesterday at 2 hours and 15 minutes, Crypto Crackhead, I would go watch that if I was you. You know what I'm saying? I would go and watch that. I don't have an update on Christy. You know, I'm not sure what's going on with her. We'll see what happens. You know, she's got things she's got going on, and I hope she's doing okay. But I haven't spoken to her today, so I can't really tell you anything about someone's life. That, yep, I'm sure. Yeah, well, Crypto Crackhead, there's a lot of people who want to infiltrate and try to cause disruption. And, you know, as you know, I was just talking a moment ago about history. And so I always want to educate every time I get a chance to, because I've learned all this stuff in my lifetime, and I just always want to share that knowledge. You know, if you don't know who William Lloyd Garrison is, I put a question up one time and I asked if you knew who he was. And if you don't know who the man is, you 100% should. You should know who William Lloyd Garrison is. You know, if you have to look it up, then look it up. You know, and I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but I really don't get into a lot of politics because I don't like either political party. I think they're both trash. I think they're garbage. You know. So, you know, when you start to get into the real, I need another haircut. You see that? I'm so overdue on another haircut. And when you get a good fade, the thing about a good fade, right? The thing about a good fade. So when you don't have when you get a good fade, the problem is that what happens is pretty soon you start to, when it comes in, it doesn't go in how you want it to go. You know, it doesn't go how you want it to be. So it's like, it's a little frustrated, you know, and I want to get it fixed, but it's your own little things. But, you know, I guess Oklahoma was kind of fun, you know, Oklahoma was kind of a good time. And did you guys see that audit yesterday? Did you guys see that audit? That audit yesterday, that it's at 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's probably my favorite audit of all time. My favorite audit. So I guess I'm going to do, Mike, are you going to be on that radio show? Are you going to be on that show tonight? Are you going to be there? Because that's 9 o'clock my time. So I will call in and I will look for that. I will look through my email, Mike. If you could send me that number, that would be great. you know, that then I want to make sure that I know which number to call in. So the reason I think I liked that audit so much yesterday, because I'm doing my best to be able to keep my cool in those situations, because those guys make me so mad, because their job and their whole point of what their existence is supposed to be about is supposed to be upholding and protecting our rights. You know, that's what it's supposed to be about. And so when you get there and they start to say things like, hey, you can leave now. And then you go, well, the thing is that, you know, I'm the press. And then they say, well, you should go. Oh, there it is, Mike, right there. Okay, let me take a screenshot real quick. Get a screenshot of that. Got it. Okay, cool. I will call Mike. Mike, I'm gonna let him know I'm gonna call at 9 p.m. because I keep missing his show, and he was down the week we were supposed to do it, and then I never got to talk to him again. And by the way, Jeebus, I found a phone today. I actually brought it with me that somebody that I'll tell you when I get off the call. I'll call you, Tim, as soon as I get off this call. As soon as I get off the call. Yeah, Garrett, did you see the audit yesterday? What'd you think? Because I was really trying to make sure that I kept my cool. Garrett, did you see it? Because you just said something that I agree with. You know, Garrett just said here, he said, the one with the most control over their emotions controls the situation. Garrett, did you think that I did okay, or did you think, because he pissed me off. You know, he pissed me off. You know, and I was upset because he tried to chill my First Amendment, and that really made me mad. So I want you guys, I mean, oh dude, you got to watch it. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes into the last video. And the audit, you know, if you go to 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think it's only 20 minutes. But if you go to the beginning of it, when I first walk in to the McAllister Police Department, it's like 30 minutes, 27 or 28 or 29 minutes. I know because I clipped it and I tried to upload it, but way out in the middle of nowhere where I am. That's why I'm going into town, so I can upload this video. I got to get this video uploaded. So, hey BMX, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it. I got more words coming your way, so I'll send some more words. Yeah, Garrett, it's still up. I'm gonna clip that little piece out and just release that. It's so funny because none of my videos get monetized, so I have videos ready to go, but they're unlisted and they're still limited. So I have to try to use the YouTube thing. I know it. The only reason, you know, look, I'm just trying to appeal more to a mainstream audience, because when I call them pigs, what's going on, Jack? How you doing, dude? Jack Connors is here, everybody. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes into the video, Jack. You could even go 2 hours and 10 minutes if you want to watch me walk into McAllister Police Department. But that's when that audit starts, and man, it is vicious. It is vicious. I mean, I really show, and the guy's afraid of me every step of the way, which I thought was just, you know, it's just, you know, it's so crazy. It's so, yeah, I'm waiting for his paperwork, Chuck. Good to see you, Jack. Jack Connors, everybody. Jack Connors, good to see you, Jack. SWM Peevler, how do I say that? Swimbler, Andrew, good to see you. Smile, Kyle. How's everybody doing today? My videos get demonetized because I show the cops murder people. I actually show the murder happen, and so the YouTube often demonetizes my videos. I make like 41 cents sometimes a video. I'll be on a video for 2 hours and I'll break down a bunch of videos, and then I'll make 41 cents from 2 hours of sitting there talking about police video. Swamp Lover. Oh, that's what it is. Good to see you, Tom. Good to see you, Tom. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get it back down. Oh, what was that question, JMM? I didn't hear it. And then, you know what? Also, I want to recognize a couple people here that overnight oh shit. That's a full coffee? God bless America. I got a full coffee sitting right here. Holy Jesus. I bought this yesterday and I didn't drink a lick of it because I was already wired for sound. So I just wanted to say, Denise, thank you for your contact. David, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that, man. Tam, Alan, good to see you. Alan, thank you. I appreciate it. Victor, thank you. Night Rider sent a picture and here. I never got her address. There it is. We don't stop right there. We don't stop t-shirt. There it is. Bam. Bam. Big shout out to Night Rider. Big shout out to my buddy Jim. I'm still praying for Jim. I hope he's okay. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. Gloria, nice to talk to you on email today. Yeah, most of my stuff is age restricted or demonetized. So, anybody seen Sativa Rose Gold? Is she around here? Good to see you, V Boyer. Nice to see everybody. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just catching up. DJ Alex, good to see you. Hagler, how are you? Good to see you. Yep, man on a mission for sure. I want everybody to watch that audit. I'm gonna release it independently. I'm just waiting. For to get to a place that is where I can upload it, because I can't upload the video right now. Mandy, I have not. Can you email that to me and put his name? Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, Swamp Lover, I agree with you. You know, he'd say it would be nice to see more comments on the Humble Police Facebook page scrutinizing how Cox attacked that man. Has anybody been to the Humble Police Department Facebook page? Because that's the whole thing, is that's a place we're allowed to publicly redress them. So, you know, the Humble, Texas Police Department, that should be that should be that page on Facebook. There it is. JMM just posted it, so check that out. The work will never be done. Charlie's with my friend, and Charlie's fine. So, I'm talking about the last video that I made. It's called, it's pronounced, if you read it, it would be called Humble. But the way they pronounce it is Umble, U-M-B-L-E. But there is an H on it. Humble, you know, if you were pronouncing it how we would pronounce the word humble, it's spelled like the word humble. But then if you pronounce it, it's called Umble, U-M-B-L-E. Yeah, I have a Facebook page, but I call Facebook my piñata so that people can just hit me with their sticks from all over the world. Because people who love you don't go to your Facebook page and write nice things. People who hate you track down look, we're going to go to the Humble Texas Police Department. Hey, Crypto, you're more than welcome to donate money, dude. You can donate money to Christy. You can send me money through PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. I'll take a screenshot of your donation. I will put it on my community page. Passing a piggy, and I'm doing 73. I'm doing 73 and a 70. But you got it's a sheriff's department piggy too. Sheriff's department piggy right there, just sitting there like a pig. Sorry, gosh, I guess yeah, I don't have that fear thing inside of me. It doesn't exist. I wish that it did, to be honest. Unless it's heights. if you put me on heights where I'm on like a little plank, dude, I'll tell you what, I get scared. I get scared. Big time. Big time. I get... Yeah, definitely. The guy had no brain. No brain. I think, you know, I did screen record it, and then I added a little music to the beginning and to the end, and I was up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I only got, well, no, I slept till, so I think I got 6 hours or 7 hours sleep, but I was up till 3 or 4 at least. No, I didn't. I don't think I slept. No, right, because I remember I was eating food I shouldn't have been eating, but I was eating, and that was at 5 o'clock. I think 5:15, because I didn't want to see the sun come up, because I was wired. I couldn't go to sleep, so I overdosed on sugar to try to go up so it would crash me, and then it didn't work. I was teed up. I was all geared up because I was all frustrated with that police officer who was supposed to uphold and protect my rights, and instead of that, he tried to get me to leave a publicly funded building, and I can't really understand that. So trying wrap it around my head, you know, and it was horrifically bad. So that's the whole point. If you guys watch that audit, it starts at an hour and 15 or 2 hours and 15 minutes in. You know, the point and the reason why I was so disappointed in that police officer is because his job is to uphold my rights. That's literally his job. And instead of upholding my rights, he just squatted down and took his pants down and then took a great big dump on my civil rights. That's what he did. And he didn't care that he did it. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. Truly disgusting. So, you know, that was the part that made me mad. You know, he's supposed to be on my side, and then he tried to get me to leave, which it just incensed me. Crypto crackhead dude, I've heard you about James Sheets 400 times. I don't know, man. Just got to keep on, you know, call BCI, dude. You know, BCI won't, you know, well, actually, I can tell you what the next step is. We are going to file a writ of mandamus in the appellate court, is what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. Good to see you, Greg. Good to see it. Let's give a call and let me see if I can get a hold of Jack. Let's see if Jack's on the line. Let's see if we can get a hold of Jack. Let's see if we can get a hold of Jack. Where's Jack? Where's Jack? Let's see if we can get a hold of Jack.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Let me turn this Bluetooth off.
431. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Jack, Chille, I got you on live. There's almost 300 people in the room, and there's one individual in here who just keeps on writing me over and over and over. You know, what's going on with James Sheets? You know, what are we doing with James Sheets? So the ball is hit back to you now, Jack, regarding James Sheets. I think we're going to file a writ of mandamus. You know, we may, just so you guys know, we may have to raise $1,500 to file with the Ohio Supreme Court. I think I got Jack on his answering machine here. So Jack did tell me in a text, and Jack is the lawyer who is doing the PIR work behind the scenes. And so you know, I think we may have to raise $1,500. That may have to happen. Jack, call me back. This is on your answer machine. Talk to you soon. Bye, buddy. So I tried Crypto Crackhead. I just reached out to the guy who's doing the legal work pro bono. He's doing it for free, and he's no dummy. He graduated summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. That's how he graduated. That means you're just smart. That just means that you're good at the books and you studied hard. So, summa cum laude. How would that be? I mean, I wish I'd had the backing and the desire to want to finish my own degree. So, you know, that's the way it is. What's going on, Playboy? What's going on? Lou is in the room. What's going on, Lou? Charlie is over with my buddy right now, and so yeah, he's having a great time. He's out in the country, man. He's out in the country by a beautiful body of water. He's having a great time. You know, he's super happy. And by the way, Charlie's getting back in amazing shape because when I train, Charlie has to train with me. So I've been Charlie's been. The tribe's in the room. Good to see you, tribe. Nice to see you, John. Nice to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Right. So John Mitchell Music replied to Winston Johnson, and he said, I think the trade-off between government and the people of taxes for safety is a contract in a nutshell, but I don't think the government is upholding their end of the deal, which is 100% true. 100% true. The government is not doing their part. You know, so... yeah, just put them in timeout. I don't know what's going on in the comments because I'm only reading the things that interest me. If it's my eyes just scan over it if it's garbage. So put them in timeout, and if they are egregious, eventually we block them. You know. So, you know, we just got to make sure we stay focused on what we're doing, which is having these talks about how we actually do change things and building a movement to do that. You know, I've got to go get serious money is what I have to do. So I've kind of put on my business cap, and I got some friends who are helping. What's going on over there, Playboy? What is that right there? What's going on right there? What's going on right there? What is going on right there? What is that? What are we doing here? What's going on right there? What's going on right there? What is that? What is that? What is that? What are we doing here? What's going on? Oh, I better... Always just interested in police activity. Always just want to see what they're doing and just kind of have a barometer for what they're doing and just watch them and make sure that people know that we're watching them at all times and just film them at all times. And looks like they're talking about how they had a hold of somebody and they're doing something to somebody, and I don't know what exactly they're doing there, but they're doing something. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but they got 3 different cop cars there. Muskogee Police. Muskogee. I guess he's talking on the radio to somebody there. I always just want to see what's going on. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but they're on the side of the road, so I just always just film them. See, they're now alerting each other that I'm filming them. So I just always want to just make sure I catch them on camera if I can. You know, Oklahoma, Muskogee Police. You know, I appreciate that, actually. Do you know that? Like I really appreciate that. That makes me happy to see. That pleases me. That makes me so happy. Let's just go take a look here. Take a look, see here. Oh, that's great. You see that? So the difference between a black car and a white car, do you see the difference? So the white car, what that means is that people are going to be able to see the car. They're going to be able to see it better. It won't just be hidden in the dark. Whereas when you see the comparison to the two, look at the comparison. So this car, you're gonna be able to see at night. Whereas this car right here, the black car, you see the difference? You're not gonna be able to see that. So one car is to hide and one car is to help. Is that right? You think that one car is to hide and one car is to help? Would that make sense? Do you think that would make sense? So the white car has a canine unit in, but the black one does not. So I wonder if that's like, now they're gonna run away. They're all gonna run away. Yeah, they're gonna get out of here. Oh, you got new headgear. Can I see that? Can I see that headgear? That's great. That is great. How you doing, ChilleDeCastro? Yes. My pleasure. Nice to meet you, Wisdom. That's great. Matter of fact, I have one of those on my wish list. I'm gonna have coming out. Can I look at that? Can I just look at it? I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to show the people. You know. Wow. Yeah. DeletelawZ. DeletelawZ. You can watch it, dude. That's great. We need them all on the eyes. Do you agree with that? We need them on. We need the cameras on the eyes. Body cam doesn't work. Right. That's what I'm saying. Because now we can see what you guys see.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, and we need one on the back too. We need one on the front and one on the back, and then you can never turn them off. They're on 24/7. How you doing, man? I'm Chille. Nice to meet you. What's your name, sir? Jordan. Man, do that again, dude. Jumini. Wow, Jumini. Crickets. Where are you from? I'm from California. Hey, I like the headgear, man. I really like it. And is it a state thing for state troopers?
No, we're with the city of Muskogee.
Wow.
This is just a halo wax on body cam, just goes around your head. That way you can see everything.
That is great.
Or, car pursuit and stuff like that. Catch it all instead of being on the chest.
Right, because on your chest, like this, if you put your arms out in front and you're shooting, right, we can't see what you're doing. What's really, but that makes it so that we can really see it.
Right.
Dude, and I like the white car. I don't love the black car, because the black cars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna go out with my badass and I'm kicking ass and taking names, whereas the white car, people can actually see it.
Right.
They can actually see. So now you're a state trooper?
I am not. I work for the city of Muskogee here.
You're Muskogee County Police Department.
Muskogee City.
Muskogee City
Yep.
PD. Officer Colburn,
Yep.
Sergeant, Lieutenant, what do you call yourself?
No, just patrol officer.
Patrol officer.
Yep.
And you're state trooper.
Nope, I'm city council.
You're city from Muskogee.
Yep.
Okay. And who's the state trooper?
I don't know anything.
This says, this is Oklahoma. Oh, do you guys have someone in custody? Hey,
No, we don't
how you doing, partner? Good to see you, man. How you doing? Oh, cool. I really love the head cameras. I love the head cameras. Man, you guys are a cut above, man.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on YouTube under DeletelawZ. That's my YouTube channel. I got a real itty bitty YouTube channel, but thousands of people watch it. So yeah. How you doing, man? I'm Chille.
Good.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Officer Cochran. DeletelawZ on YouTube. You can watch it here. This is Officer Cochran, everybody, with the Muskogee Police Department. Yep. Muskogee Police Department, and Officer Wisdom with the Muskogee Police Department, and Patrolman Colburn with the police department, with the Muskogee. I like the white cars too. I appreciate that. What do you guys think about changing handcuffs? Changing handcuffs to straps and putting them in front, so that it's not immediate hatred. Because
I've never heard of anything like that.
You never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
But have you been in handcuffs before?
I believe when I was like a teenager. Yeah, they're not comfortable.
They're torture. It's the reason why I do what I do, because 30 years ago when I was 18 years old, they put me in torture cuffs, and I tell you can do a lot of things to me. You put me in those torture cuffs, we're not friends anymore. Well, you know it.
Hey,
you know it.
Are you just talking about normal handcuffs, or you talking about something else?
The torture cuffs you have, the torture cuffs he has, the torture cuffs he has. All of them are torture. They were actually designed for slaves, to torture slaves. Yeah. And then the shorter the chain, you would be able to recognize if he was a bad slave, it was a really short chain, and if you were a better slave, you had a little longer chain. You would even be allowed to feed yourself, but sometimes they would cuff it so you couldn't reach to your own mouth. It's all about it's about slavery. Yeah, you can watch it. You can watch it on my channel. We got to change the cuffs. They got to go to a strap in front, and you also got to move to a camera detainment, where you come up to me and you say, "Hey, sir, I got you on camera, not gonna touch you. We gotta go talk. I got no weapons, I'll come." Because you're gonna tackle me, right? I'm going with you.
Depends on the situation.
You know it.
What, if
If you say you're coming with me, I'm coming with you, right? That's not gonna. Nothing's gonna stop it. If you say you're under arrest, I'm going. Right?
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm going. Does everybody? You disagree?
If you have probable cause for an arrest.
If you have probable cause, I'm shoplifting, and you catch me, and I got the cookies in my coat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to jail. You're gonna take me, right? We need to move to a camera detainment. You're under arrest. Do you want to come with me? I got you on camera.
You want to? I don't agree with that.
No, I don't want to come with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, we
Nobody's
got to
gonna
change
want
that.
to.
Of course you don't want to, but here's the choice. Either you come with me, or I throw you on the ground and put you in torture cuffs. What do you want to do?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So if they're cooperative, we don't put them in handcuffs.
Right. Because like me, I'm for law and order, man. I'm for rule of law. So if you tell me you're under arrest because I backed into a car and drove away and I didn't know I hit and run, because that's arrestable, right? Then I would go, I have to go with you? Yeah. Okay, can I follow you in my car?
I got you.
Do you know what I mean? You don't need to impound my car. You got to go through the process of the paperwork because that's how it is,
Yeah.
right?
I got you.
Because then think about it. Like, I'm in my 40s, right?
Yeah.
Do I want to be a fugitive of the law? Do I want to flee?
But we can't know that. We have
But
no
a lot of
way
people
knowing
do.
that.
Right. Well, a lot of people do, but look where you're taking them. Look where they're going. They're going
Watch
to
out, man.
they're going to a dungeon. They're going to the worst place ever. They're going to the worst place you could ever go to. There's no the worst day out here. The worst day I've ever had here beats the best day in the dungeon. It beats it every time.
I've literally had people thank me for taking them to jail so they can get some food.
Well, that's a different problem, my friend.
I agree.
That's a different problem.
I agree with
you. Know, that's a different. And I'm doing my best to try to have conversations. I mean, you're a black man. You didn't know that torture cuffs were made for slaves.
Right. I
Like,
had no idea.
Now, just imagine if you had one big long strap and you had one and you had one, and I'm a pretty tough guy, right? And you gotta take me. You could wrap me with those 3 straps, and I would be totally wrapped up like a sardine. I mean,
Oh, I got you.
you see, like there's just better ways to do it.
Switching the straps that go around the entire body.
Yeah. So imagine I'm drunk, right? Which I don't drink.
Jail has those.
Yeah, but they have like body like wraps and like, I mean, it's inhumane. Where you're like, I mean, it's.
Right. So honestly, I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from. The only issue with that is we don't decide.
But you can decide. That's the point. It takes free men to sign up for what you guys have signed up to do. And now that you're in the system, you can start to say, you know what? I met a guy in the street. I don't know if the guy's crazy, but these are torture. You know it, and you know it, and you know it. All 3 of you guys right now know that those handcuffs are torture. Immediate torture. If you don't believe me, let's put one on your wrist right now, not behind your back. Do it right now. Just one on your wrist. Just put it on right now. Just do it right now.
So I've worn them behind my back.
No, let me put one on you right now. Right here. You guys got 2 guns with you. Blow my head off if I try something.
We're not gonna do that.
Just put it on.
Listen,
Right.
Why aren't you going to do it? No, why aren't you going to do it?
Hold on.
Because it's torture.
Hold on. Here's at police academy, we go through DT, right?
Right.
Defensive tactics. We get put in handcuffs. We get arrested just like anyone else.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're not full of fear.
Hey,
You know
listen,
this guy's going to let you out.
Listen,
I'll
I got
give you
something.
that.
I got something for you. You can go through a reserve academy for free if you want to do a reserve DT. Our defensive tactics instructor at Muscogee puts them on all over Oklahoma. You could go to any of them and just say, hey, I just want to show up and do your guys' DT party to see how it works.
Listen,
See how it's taught.
I'm quite an aficionado in knowledge on your handcuffs. I know quite a bit. I know a lot.
Yeah, well, I understand
But
that.
I'm saying your handcuffs, just 4 guys here talking, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Those are torture. And if you let me put it on you, not in the academy, if you let me put it on you, like I just called your mother a and then I put that one cuff in front right here, within 5 seconds, just let tight. It's too tight. Right or wrong?
So you're complaining.
Yeah,
it was,
but yes or no? No, I'm asking you.
No, so I need more.
your complaint is
Because-
with improperly applied handcuffs.
No, improperly applied. They are improperly applied. Listen, if someone calls you the N-word, and he's calling you the N-word, and he shoplifts, how tight are those cuffs going on?
Just like I put them on.
Oh, God!
Same tightness for everybody. Doesn't matter. what
Same
you've
tightness
done.
for everybody, huh?
Yes.
Is that right? Same tightness for everybody?
Why?
You guys are
listen,
gonna sit here with a
listen,
straight
no,
face,
listen,
dude.
listen,
Come
listen.
on, guys.
Do they go on the same tightness every time? Obviously. So listen, if someone's being compliant and they're putting their hands behind your back and you're putting cuffs on them, that's going to be completely different when you're fighting them on the ground and they're physically resisting you.
Right.
Or the cuffs can go on tighter, maybe, but that's not on purpose. You're trying to get someone into custody that's fighting you.
So maybe putting handcuffs behind people's back isn't such a necessary thing. Maybe if we're going to keep the torture cuffs, they could go in front.
If they're compliant.
Because if you try to put my hands behind my back, look at my thickness, dude. You try to put my hands behind my back, just this right here for more than a minute, I'm like, dude, come on.
Well, there's
Look, just look at how my arms.
none of us are saying we're against switching to a different style of cuff.
But with bigger
Let's get rid of the
people-
slave cuffs.
With bigger people, we often put 2 handcuffs on,
Yep.
2 sets of
We'll hook
handcuffs.
2 handcuffs
So you're
together.
you're here instead of here.
You guys are in the system. I'm not. I'm versus. I'm against this system.
Right.
So, but here's what has to happen. We have to talk.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We have to communicate. Not a single one of you has denied that the handcuffs are torture yet. Are any of you denying it?
I don't believe that they're.
Then let's do it.
I don't know the history that you're talking about.
So what's the definition of torture?
If listen to me, this guy shook my hand. He put me to my knees. I would not want to fight this man. I would not. The way he grabbed my hand, I felt like a little child. Okay, he's strong as a bull. You have no idea how strong that guy is. Okay, listen. As strong as you are, let's put it on you right now, right here, out front, one wrist, right now.
Well, I'm not
Show
gonna
the
put my
people
handcuffs
it's not
on, do that.
torture.
No.
Show the people.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. What is your definition of torture?
Let's show you for 5 minutes. You got 2 guys with guns, dude. I got nothing. I'm showing them I'm unarmed. I got nothing,
I
dude.
know, I understand that.
Put
but
one cuff on right now for 5 minutes.
handcuffs are not comfortable.
They're torture.
I will agree with that.
They're made
But the
to torture
definition of
blacks.
torture-
They're made to torture black people.
So, okay.
Let's put one on you right now for 5 minutes. You got 2 guys here with guns, dude. Right now, put it on. I just said how tough you are.
Well, I'm
5
not gonna
minutes.
put it on for no reason.
No, I want you to understand what you do when you put that on anybody, and you just said, oh, we put them all the same tightness for everybody. Put a 1 if you believe that, put a 2 if you don't. No one's gonna believe that. Different people get treated differently, and we know that throughout the society, through the history of time.
That's your opinion.
No, I'm a historian, brother. I teach,
So,
I mean, come on.
Historically, I agree with you. As far as how I operate during my job, I treat everybody the same.
Yeah,
doesn't-
even if I,
So we're not saying that that's never happened.
yeah. Okay.
Obviously, that's
I
happened.
love these. I'm fans of those.
Obviously, that's happened before. Maybe an officer gets pissed off and they go, well, I'm going to slap these on extra tight.
It happens every day to people who write me. My
Us
email,
three-
you can
us
reach me.
three like to think we don't do that.
So
that would
these are
make
the-
us mad.
These are the 3 best cops in America. They do not torture people with torture cuffs. You have a torture
We put
device.
handcuffs on
You
people
have a
every
torture.
single day.
You have a torture
So
device.
If that's what you consider torture, then
Then let's put it on you right now for 5 minutes.
okay. So what is that
Right
going to
now.
solve?
I want you to show you that it's horrendous. It's the
We-
worst
so-
pain
so-
ever.
We've already had them on.
If you put the handcuffs on one hand in front of him correctly, how we are taught to do, it's not going to hurt him.
Let
at
me
all.
put it on cop style.
It's that.
Let me put it on cop style. Come on.
We're going around in a circle.
No, but I'm just saying, if you guys don't want to do the demo, I don't want to. I'm not trying. I'm in shorts and flip flops. I'm certainly not here to challenge you, gentlemen, physically. But if you'd like to do a demo, I just said how tough you were. You destroyed my hand like I was a Kellogg's fried Krispies. My hand's ruined from this man, right? So let's put it on.
Oh, you just tonight.
Give me your business card. I'll call you. We'll do it when you're not on duty. Let's put it on. But let me.
Put it on me.
But let me. Put it. Put it. Are you gonna put it behind the back too?
Yep.
So this is how we put handcuffs on.
Oh man, those are not. You can get a finger through over here.
That's how we're taught.
That's how we're taught.
That's
You
how
can
we're
get a
taught.
finger through over here.
We're taught to check for tightness. You're supposed to be able to fit a finger in between right there.
That's how we're taught.
But those are not tight how you would put them on me. You would put them on me much tighter.
You see what I explained to you was your arguments for improperly applied
At
handcuffs.
314 South 3rd Street.
Has someone put on also another thing that we run into if you put the cuffs on too loose, cuffs are oval shaped. Look,
No problem, man.
look at this.
I got mad respect for you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. I mean, what's your name, sir? Colbert?
Colbert.
Officer
Yes.
Colbert. Okay. With the Muskogee.
Muskogee, please.
You guys write him a review. He actually just. I mean, we didn't really do a demo, but he did it. He did it. He did it. I give you all the credit in the world.
appreciate
all
it. Thank you, man.
But I want you guys to actually give me your business card. I'll email you. I'll come and let's really put those cuffs on hard. I want you guys to understand. It's terrible.
But we're agreeing with you that improperly applied handcuffs are not good. The way I just put those handcuffs on him is how I put handcuffs on everybody.
Really? Because
Yes.
those look like they were on like bracelets.
Listen.
One
listen.
finger,
Listen.
fit one finger in there is how we
You know
are
how,
taught.
you know how I just explained to you that our defensive tactics instructor does the whole shebang reserve for free. Any civilian can do it. I
Okay.
went through reserve. I was
You
reserve.
got a business card? You guys got a business card? Give me a card.
He might have one. I don't have any.
How do you guys not
But-
have business cards? You guys are professional police officers.
We got badge numbers. We have that. So our defense tactics instructor does defensive tactics where you'll actually have to fight somebody his size and try to
I'm
get
not
them into
fighting that guy.
custody. You'll have,
I'm
you have
fighting
to.
Chad Gu. I wouldn't fight him.
You'll have to. You have no option. Because if we're working on the street,
Okay.
and
I want
someone his
your
size
email address
taxes-
so I can email you. I'm going to email you.
But you see what I'm getting at? is
Right,
your
but
arguments for improperly applied
listen,
handcuffs.
but they're all applied improperly. That's
Okay.
my argument back to you. If you tell me
So-
that
so-
you can
so-
put torture cuffs on me and you're not
So
torturing
someone,
me,
If someone could design a handcuff that's impossible to be put on the wrong way, I'm positive that everyone would switch to it.
if you put those
That would
cuffs on
take
me,
off-
so just so you know, I got bone spurs in my shoulders from
Yeah,
lifting
yeah.
all these years. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Do you live here in Muskogee?
Oh, I'm from California, brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm traveling the country showing that this system is broken.
I was gonna ask you where you
I
work
mean,
out at.
because you guys don't even understand how much you hurt people with those things. And just so you know, whether you put them on me tight or loose, within 5 minutes of both of my arms pinned behind my back, the bone spurs are digging into my ligaments, and tears are streaming down my face because it's just horrendous pain, like horrendous, you know. And there's nothing I can do about it unless I get surgery and get the bone spurs removed, which then you could shoulder mobility problems and stuff. So I'm just saying, I don't love that blue line, but I know we have to work together if we're going to get anywhere. And so I'm trying.
I respect your outlook and what you're
I'm
doing.
trying.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm doing my best as
I
a
respect
human being.
anyone that'll come and talk to us and not just sit there and.
Oh, dude, I was
blast
the other
people
way
off.
before.
Yeah.
I've realized it's not working that way.
Yeah, no.
It's not. You guys have the power, so now we have to negotiate, like MLK said in his jailhouse speech that he wrote on toilet paper. You know, that he wrote the letters he wrote from Birmingham. So thank you for your time.
Nope, no problem.
Thank you. I will reach out to you. I will reach
Hey,
out.
I know we didn't get anywhere, but I appreciate you coming over and talking.
No,
to us.
no, we did.
Seriously.
We
Absolutely.
showed. You showed. You're the only cop in 50 cops who's ever said, just go ahead and do it. And then you guys put them on like patty cake, but, right? And just you do your research. Those are for black slaves.
I'll look it up.
Let me ask you a question. You
Yeah.
consider yourself a First Amendment auditor?
I consider myself an actual activist. We found out now, because I'm the new leader, that a lot of First Amendment auditors are just YouTubers who want views and likes and comments, and that's all they want.
The reason I ask you,
But am I an auditor? Absolutely. But I'm more of an activist because I sue cops. If they make a mistake, I file federal civil rights lawsuits.
I'm gonna brag on our department for a little while.
Go ahead, brag on it.
We've had several people that call themselves First Amendment auditors
Right.
that have told us we have done a very good job.
Yeah. No, listen, I'll be honest. One of the best interactions I've ever had with a group of guys pulled over on the side of the road, and we can have an amicable conversation. And I'm trying to reach you guys. I want you to do the research on slavery and cuffs, because enough black guys going, dude, I'm putting slave cuffs on my own brethren. Pretty soon you might go, why don't we go to a strap system or a camera system? Once you know I don't have any weapons, which you guys can see I don't have any, from there, if I agree to go, you don't got to strap me up. I'll go with you. I backed into someone. They're claiming a claim against me. So there's someone swearing by oath or affirmation, my Fourth Amendment. They have probable cause. All the elements are there for me to follow the rule of law and then to go with you. You don't need to cuff me or impound my car. I'll follow you. I'll follow you down to the courthouse if you got to book me and give me my ticket, and that's your process. But impounding my car, torture cuffs, dungeon, strip search, now I'm $5,000 deep, and I hate you. And that's the divide that happens immediately. Whereas if we started to say, look, you got 2 cameras on.
This one, this is
That's
the
the
battery.
battery.
Right.
Yeah, just the battery.
So,
pack.
but it's not changing. It's not going backwards. There's going to be more cameras and more cameras, right? Am I right?
Yep.
There's a camera on this, right? Camera in the dash, camera, right?
We don't have
I'm just saying though.
But
I'm just saying.
But I
Yeah,
get,
yeah,
yeah,
we get what
I
you're
get what you're saying.
We got to get to where we change it. I could fight you. I wouldn't. You're wearing a badge. You say I got to go. I'll go.
Right.
Why don't we try that? Why, instead of sending a warrant out for me and dropping in the slot and sending the warrant team, why not text me? Chille, you got a warrant. Oh, shit. This is Officer Colburn. Do you want to come down and meet with me, or do you want him to find you? I'm on my way to meet with you, Officer Colburn.
Actually, our city, or if you get a city citation, they will text you that you
Just
you got a
text me.
court date.
If I miss my court date, there's no need to arrest me. You effed up. Okay. If you're not here tomorrow, they're going to get you. Okay. Do you see? Some humanity. Because I know you deal with jack-offs too, who are on meth and on ice, and I know that. But, hey, Muskogee Police Department Facebook, hit their page. These guys did a fantastic job. I'll shake your hand again. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the perspective. I mean, because like you said, no one's ever brought that up to our attention. So,
Yeah.
we can't just go out here and be like, hey man, I'm not going to put these handcuffs on if you go to jail. Unfortunately, we still have to do that. But I
Well,
do
how about
appreciate
cuffing you in the front?
I've actually handcuffed people in the front.
Yeah, why not? I'll cuff you in the front.
People that are cooperative, I'll handcuff them.
You could put them on like they arrested me in Ironton. They put them on like just bracelets because
Yeah.
I said I'm not going to resist.
Right.
And I won't. So, all right.
All right, man.
One step at a
You have
time.
a good one.
Later, Colburn. Go ahead, brother. You going to say something?
No.
Okay.
Say have a good day.
God bless you guys. They did a good job. That Colburn actually turned around and put his hands behind his back. Did you guys see that? Let me ask you guys a question. You ever seen that done before? I never have. I've never seen anybody do that. That's the first time I've ever done that. I've never seen anybody do that. That's the first time I've ever done that. That was crazy. Those dudes were cool as the other side of the pillow. Now, there has to be, I'm for rule of law, so that means there's going to be an authority. There will be. My mouth's so dry. Sorry, guys. Wow, that was great. Wow, that was really great. Great guys, man. Those guys were great. They really were great as far as having a really, because I went right at their torture cuffs, and Coleman actually turned around and put his hands behind his back and took the cuffing. You got a green arrow. Silly rabbit. That was crazy. That was really crazy. That was really crazy. That was nuts. Muskogee Police Department in Oklahoma, I got to admit, that was impressive. Those dudes were impressive as far as their jargon. Their jargon was impressive. We got to press back. We got to get rid of cops as we know it. But those guys seemed like they were open to change. And that's, who would think that deep in the South here in Oklahoma that they would so easily turn around and put his hands behind his back, and he was a black man. Hang on one second. That was crazy, y'all. I've never had an interaction like that. That was the first time I've ever had an interaction like that one. That was crazy. See, listen, and I'm diehard, it's interactions like that make me, I think about, humanity, about decency, about connection, about love, about community, about neighborhood, about things that truly, truly matter. And you got to know that Coleman is sitting there thinking the whole time, he's calling these torture cuffs, and his brain, as I'm saying it over and over, he's thinking and thinking and thinking, and then he turns around and puts his hands behind his back and says, cuff me up. Right there on the side of the road, not giving a rip if anybody drove by and would take a picture and talk about him. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real man. I don't give a damn what people say about me. Who cares? When it boils down to it, what do you do? What do you do to cause change? And are you open to change? As you can see, I'm open to changing the way I speak. And because I was open to changing the way I speak, those men had a conversation with me. And that conversation went the way it went, which was really impressive by Coleman and impressive by those guys. And they talk about putting the cuffs on properly, but that's just not happening. It's just not happening. That is not happening. I mean, it's a nice song and dance as far as that goes, but the cops are not putting cuffs on properly. There's no proper way to put on a torture cuff. They have to be changed. But that was nice, right? Yeah, Hagler, I never have seen anything like that either, to be honest. My mind is blown right now. To be perfectly honest, my mind is blown. Coleman, I'm coming back to Muskogee. I'm going to find those guys. I'm going to find Coleman, and we're going to do a real demonstration. Those guys will do it. Wait till they're off duty. I'll come back through Muskogee. I will come back here. You guys can tell the Muskogee Police Department on their Facebook page that DeletelawZ will be back. I give them 5 stars, and let's start working on change together. Let's build a bridge that creates real change on the street. Let's start right here. I'll pack a bag. I'll move an apartment right here in Muskogee, if that's what has to happen. I'll stay right here. I'll study for the California State Bar from right here. I want change. That's what I want. That's there's no bigger metric than change. That's it. The only thing that matters is change. Everything else is blah, 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 blah. Send me your lip service. Find out when I'm going live so you can restream it. What are you changing? Oh my God, Chille's gonna be live tomorrow. Let's restream it and make fun of him. But what are you doing to change something? Nothing. You're not doing anything for change. And that's what matters most, is the change. Those guys are agents of change right there. They want to change. If they didn't want to change, if they didn't want to bridge the gap, they would have walked away from me. I thought they were leaving initially, and they weren't. I got pulled over. ... There you are, Knight Rider. Sorry, Knight. I was going through yesterday, and I was clicking on the back thing, and I X'd your name yesterday night. I'm sorry. So I was waiting for you to pop in to say something. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm bringing food. Well, let's see. Let's see. Only time will tell. That was awesome. I mean, listen, I'll come back here to Muskogee. I'll come right back to Muskogee. I'll head right down to the Muskogee Police Department. If we could have conversations like that with full-grown men who have sworn to uphold their oath to the Constitution, then we can really start to implement change. And who would have thunk that in a place called Muskogee, Oklahoma, that the cops would sit there and have a discussion about ways we could change the handcuffs. Did you just see that? Did you see that? Mind blown. I am racing. Wow. Mind is blown. My mind is completely blown. That was crazy. That was seriously crazy. sorry, I'm late. I'm supposed to be somewhere right now and I'm not there. I had to bring food, but I'm late to something. I just wanted to make sure that we got that. I wanted to, you know, there's nothing more important. There's nothing more important. There's nothing I do more important than creating change. And those guys are down for change. So, you know what? It's like, you know, and it's also good to see the look on the black guy's face when I explained to him that torture cuffs were made for slaves. And then he takes a look around and he's like, what? Because I'll tell you what, I don't care. If you're black and you start to truly understand how the laws in our country were created for you, and then now, and if you're white and you truly learn, like a lot of my white conservative friends, that the laws in this country were created for blacks and now being used on you, if you actually learn it and accept the truth that the laws that are ruining our country today were made for blacks. Gun rights, 1911 Sullivan Act. Obviously 1911 out of New York, the governor named Tim Sullivan, he created an act that only gave 25,000 people in New York a permit to carry a gun. And the reason he did it is because you're talking about the, once again, Grover Cleveland years, 1888, 1892, 1896. Those years, the lynchings in the South were so bad that the blacks were moving to New York, and they were moving to Chicago and Baltimore. And so they started to move, and in 1911 they passed the Sullivan Act that made it so that you had to get your license to carry a gun from the president of the police bureau. And that's, so your entire gun control situation is going to start with making sure that blacks can't get guns. And that's you, when you really understand the 1911 Sullivan Act and you do the research on the act itself, why it was enacted, who enacted it, the behind the scenes stuff that you don't research because you haven't looked into it. That's not your fault. No one told you. Now you know. Is frickin' media in here? What's going on, frickin'? Love you, dude. What's going on? I just saw frickin' media. So, I mean, what's the title of this video? I don't stop. Did you stop? Because I don't stop. Did you stop? Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Frickin' media. Dude, I love that your channel's blowing up again. Marcy, what's going on? Today's Marcy's 40th birthday, everybody. Everybody wish Marcy a happy birthday. Frickin' media. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, frickin' media. You know, you were one of those guys that gave me a lot of hope and strength when you came down there to Ironton when I was down there alone, and it just gave me a lot of hope, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And I don't know where Michigan Constitutionalist is, but I haven't seen him around either. I did see his channel was growing up pretty big, so I was pretty happy for him. Pretty happy for him. That's for shizzle, my nizzle. That's for shizzle, my nizzle. Yeah, that audit, frickin' media. Did you see that audit, dude, just now? Happy birthday, Marcy. Happy birthday, Marcy. Bobby B, you're going to get permanently banned, dude. You're going to be one of the 24 people who's been permanently banned. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see it. I'm just giving you the truth here, B. Giving you the truth. Sorry you can't take it, dude. Sorry you can't take it. Sorry you can't take the truth, my friend. My friend. Hold strong, ... I'm coming in hot. Hold strong. It is true, you guys. I'm for my poor white people and my older boomers who still hold on to some people, still have this racist idea that black people do the crime. The laws were created for blacks. I'm really sorry that that's true. So I don't want that to be true. I wish it wasn't true. It's one of the most frustrating parts about history. I mean, the thing that everybody talks about on here is what? Because they were led wrong, they were taught the wrong way, that it's qualified immunity. It's not qualified immunity. But then when you get into the case of Pearson versus Ray, 1967, that everybody hates qualified immunity because they think that that's what empowers cops, when really it's Terry versus Ohio. But you hate qualified immunity so much, so then you say, how's qualified immunity created? In racism. The basis of qualified immunity is racism. I mean, Tenney versus Brandoff, 1951, that's going to be based on the ending of World War II. So you have World War II from 1939 to 1945, that America was officially involved in World War II, but World War II went all the way back to 1929, 1928. I mean, even further back. World War II pretty much just began as soon as World War I ended. I mean, it depends on which historian you talk to, because there's so many people who are historians on World War II that I'm just going to say 1929, but we were involved 1939 to 1945. So then 1951, the basis of qualified immunity is going to start with giving legislators and prosecutors immunity, but the cops getting qualified immunity to police black people is done in Pearson versus Ray, 1967. So, and I hate that these things are true, but did you see Officer Coleman's face when I told him that handcuffs were made for torture slaves? His face changed. Maybe you guys couldn't see. And by the way, I wasn't kidding. I was not kidding. Officer Coleman was strong. I mean, that dude grabbed my hand. I mean, he shook my hand, dude. He was so freaking strong. But, there are some dudes who just have like this inner cock strength, this inner, it's the best way I've ever said it, is inner cock strength. Because that dude, he looked wiry, but when that dude shook my hand, he had dude, that guy he shook my hand and I got a meaty arm, so it's not like he's shaking the hand of just a little waif over here. He shook my hand. I can hardly wait. I'm not making any more stops. Andrew Court, yeah, sincere. Wolverine is not blocked. If Wolverine's blocked, then that would mean I remodded someone who's a rogue moderator. And I don't think so, because I checked the list today, and Wolverine Transparency is not blocked. I love Wolverine Transparency's videos. I just went and watched over there. And please don't start with the racist crap in here. I don't want any of that stuff. I want nothing to do with it. So, I mean, listen, there's some people who are just strong, and that dude is one of those people. Also, look, take a look at Anderson Silva, widely considered the greatest MMA fighter of all time. You look at that guy and you would think Anderson Silva, he's just a tiny little toothpick. Anderson Silva was a powerful, powerful man. So you can't underestimate someone just by the way they look. Yeah, I'm going. I got a little thing I'm doing tonight. I got a little thing I'm doing tonight. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a little thing tonight. Yes, I'm going to go do that little thing. I'm going to go do a thing tonight, and tomorrow I should be. I am the Poppy. Yeah, Chad Goo's going to attack me like a wild savage. So I'll have to fight Chad with all that I am. He's not gonna fight me as a. He's not gonna come in light. He's gonna come in strong. And by the way, you take any full-grown man who. I know it, frickin'. I know it, man. You're still hindered by that injury. Yeah, Poppy, it's gonna be a fight, dude. Chad Goo is not gonna come in weak. I guarantee you that. He's gonna come in strong. And look, you can't get in a fist fight in a cage and think that you're not gonna get punched and kicked and hit. You are gonna get punched and kicked and hit. So, hopefully I'm up to the challenge here. I think that I will be. You know, I'm training. That's the whole thing. It's just got to do the best you can do, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because I want to stay focused on the changing of the handcuffs. And maybe someday, Chad will be able to sit down and have those conversations about changing those handcuffs out. It really, really would be great. Yeah, did you see that, Swamp Lover? Did you see that? Did you see that? Appreciate that, frickin'. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, they put handcuffs on each other on the side of the road. And what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? How come they can't? Why can't they? Yep, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know you guys are all concerned about that fight, so it's going to be a good one. I mean, dude, I tell you what, I'm going to come back through. I'm actually going up to meet a friend up in another state. I'll let you guys know when I get there, but I'm going up to meet a friend, and I got to go see him on Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday morning, you guys. Monday morning. Hey, Crypto. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a little while, buddy, because I don't want to block you permanently, Crypto, but you haven't stayed on course the entire conversation. If you can't do it, Crypto, you'll be like the 24th or 25th person blocked from the account. I hope that it's not you, though. So, I got to go see a friend up in another state north of Oklahoma in the next Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So I want to get over there and see him. He doesn't have a lot of time, and so I want to go see him. And I do mean he doesn't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna go see my buddy up there, and then after that I'm gonna come back down here to Muskogee, and I got to get to where I'm gonna be training, and I got a lot of things I got to get done. But it's like my brain's just going a million miles an hour about that cop being willing to put himself in handcuffs. That just, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. It really is. And it takes a lot to impress me. I'm a hardcore dick. So, what does it take to make a beautiful baby? A hard dick? Well, I understand that. I understand that. Hey, Todd, what's going on, brother? How you doing? What'd you say? What up, DeletelawZ? Sorry, I'm late. Chille, I'm putting a plan to run by you tomorrow for St. Jude's. Sounds great, Todd. Sounds great, dude. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's talk. Oh, by the way, the website guy reached out to me. He said he'll put a website together for you, Todd, for your thing for the fight. So look, and you guys, if you guys want to get a seat or a table, I'm talking to the promoter now about trying to get a certain amount put to the side, and so that's what I'm trying to do. 15 minutes away. 15 minutes away. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. You ever have a really good connection before? It's like, I mean, how many people have ever seen that? How many people have ever seen one cop put another cop in handcuffs on the side of the road? Hey, frickin' media, you've been around for a while, dude. Frickin' media, have you ever seen one cop put another cop in handcuffs on the side of the road? Has anybody ever seen that before? Anybody here? Johnny, good to see you. Old Badger, how you doing? Never seen it. Yeah, it just happened. That just happened. That's crazy. That's literally crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever been a part of. I've seen it done when they arrest another cop. I've seen that done. I've never seen them do it as a demonstration. I've never seen that before. Jeff, I hope you're able to stay in the room. Jeff Hunt, you came in like you were a friend, and now you can't seem to stay in the room. I am Poppy. Good to see you, my friend. DJ Smith, Johnny. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm really glad that you guys were all here and got to see that. I'm glad I jumped out of the car and went over there. Happy birthday, Marcy Fox. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Well, I mean, you guys heard me say it. You guys heard me say it when I was with those cops. He said, do you consider yourself the First Amendment auditor? I said, well, I consider myself a real activist. And then I said that you can see that there's, you know, we know now that there's a bunch of people who are just YouTubers. They're not actually First Amendment auditors. They're just YouTubers who want to make money and get likes and comments and views and, you know, so. That was awesome, man. That was seriously awesome. That was one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. No, I'm a real activist because, you know, I sue cops and I raise money for victims of police brutality, and I am an agent of change. I'm a game changer, and I know that about myself. I mean, look at what's happened on YouTube. There was this so-called community, and me being here for less than 6 months, we have seen that there is really a bunch of people like people. What they do is they, at the end of the month, they just put a bunch of stuff together, whether it's dog shit or not, put a bunch of promos in the beginning and the end so they can make money. That's you guys heard it yourself. So that's who the people on here are. I would never do that. I would never just throw something together and put it up, whether it's dog shit or not, so that I make money. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I do need to focus on trying to make money. Oh, Alpha Male, you got timed out and now you're pitching in $1, dude. Thanks. I appreciate the turnaround, I guess. You know? I'm not sure yet. I got 3 states. There's 3 different states that I've considered running for governor. Ohio is one of them, California, and Alaska. I've considered all 3, and I'm still considering all 3 because I have to get back to California to pass that bar, and that means I have to work with a lawyer for 2 years. So, you know. Alec, you can look up my different cases that I'm suing now. I mean, I have my own case. You go to DeCastro versus Wagner. You can look that up. That's my own case. I'm suing like 10 people. News Now, Lisa, what's going on? What's going on? How far away am I? How far away am I? I'm getting so close. 12 minutes. God, I cannot get there fast enough. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm walking into a very beautiful situation. This is going to be a very, very beautiful situation. So I'm looking forward to this situation right now. This is going to be very fun. So, and I'm, you know, I'm glad I'm back on the scene doing what I do now. I wasn't for a while, you know. But now I'm back. This should be good, guys. This should be good. How far away am I? This should be good. Well, I just walked up on them because they were sitting there talking, and so it just made a lot of sense to just have that conversation. You know, it's super important that we continue a dialogue with these guys. Oh no, that's weird. That's definitely weird. Oh, you got a cop sucker in here? You're cop sucking? Cop sucking is only, you can do your cop sucking on other pages if you want to. This is probably just the wrong page to cop suck because I'll put you in timeout. I'm not interested in your opinion of cop sucking. That doesn't interest me at all. I don't care what your opinion is about cop sucking. Sorry. Let me think about it. Do I care? No, I don't. I don't care about your cop sucking. "10 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, did you guys just not see, like, all the trolls and all the haters? Did you guys just not see what happened? Do you guys just not see what happened just now? Or they can disagree all they want, Lauren De Laguna, but what they can't come in here is and say, number one, they can do whatever they want, but you're not going to come in here and suck off cops. You're just in the wrong place. Charlie's at my buddy's house. He'll be back. He will be back. I'm walking into a very good situation. I'm looking forward to this situation right now. This is going to be very nice. Sometimes things work out well, and sometimes they don't. And this thing I'm going to do right now, it's already preset, so it's very good. It's very good. I mean, but the change is coming. You guys just saw it. I mean, a cop just put himself in handcuffs on the side of the road. Never seen that done before. So, things are going good. Things are going good. Lauren. Lauren, it's not people just joking. Frickin' media, yeah, he's great. Yeah, big time. I got to get out of here anyway because I'm going into the city and I don't want people to see where I'm at in the city. So I'm just going to try to sneak out of here real nice and quiet. Charlie's at my buddy's house and he's perfectly fine. Trust me, it's my dog. I love him. So, Anyway, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of here. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming. Thank you for all the moderators. I really appreciate it. And Lauren's coming in, kicking and screaming. I love it. She's a fighter, you guys. She is a fighter. That Lauren De Laguna, she's a real fighter. So I like to see it, Anyway, listen, Jeebus, nice to see you guys. Mike, 9 p.m., Mike. That's in 3 hours. I'm calling you that number in 3 hours, Mike. I will be calling that radio station. Drop the name of the radio station in the chat, Mike, so that everybody can tune in. Love you too, Michelle. Thanks for coming. Night Rider, nice to see you, man. Love the T-shirt. Appreciate everybody coming. This was a really, really great audit today, and those cops really had a nice conversation. And mad respect to those guys because they actually wanted to have a conversation about change, and that was impressive. You remember, we don't hate the human, we hate the cop. I hate cops. I don't hate humans. Humans are people, and they're worthy of forgiveness, and they're worthy of love, and they're worthy of dignity, and they're worthy of being considered by God at the table of everlasting life. That they get to live forever in salvation. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, listen, love you guys. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And just remember, under any circumstances, no matter what the situation, we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Type that in there. We don't stop. 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 We do not stop. This does not stop until we change this system. We don't stop. I'm not stopping. Are you stopping? If you're stopping, I'm not stopping. So when you're sitting there stopped, just remember that I'm still going. I'm still going. If you quit, you quit prematurely. You quit before the fight was done. You fight the fight till the fight is won. You don't stop. You don't give up. You don't back down. You don't surrender. You never say die. You fight the fight till the fight is won. That's how it goes. That's how we fight. You can't win a fight if you stop fighting, can you? And that's right where we are. So, all right. Thanks for letting me go off there for a second. My OCD took over, and I went to some crazy OCD land, and that was great. Anyway, listen, love you guys, and I'll talk to you real soon. See you guys on the next one. Later, Gator.